Hello everyone, thank you for clicking our video. So in this video, we, Fahmi Ahsanul Akmal, Faik Anas Aminuddin, Fatan Abdillah, and Masluk Alfanani from Group 4 are going to analyze The Shawl by Cynthia Ozick. So, the first topic we have author's biography. Cynthia Ozick is a short story writer, novelist, and essayist from New York, United States. She was born on April 17 in 1928 and raised by her parents, who were Jewish immigrants from Russia, Celia Regelson and William Ozick in the Bronx. Cynthia is a woman who won the American Academy of Art and Letters in 1988 and still active in writing until now. During her life, she wrote several novels, such as The Putar Messer and Heir to the Glimmering World, as well as collections of essays and short stories such as The Shawl, which was published in 1980. And the second topic, we have characteristic from character in the Shawl story. So the first character we have Rosa. Rosa is Magda's mother. Essentially, she is a strong and resilient woman. As well as a loving mother, Rosa has a strong determination to protect her daughter, Magda. However, as the story progresses, she begins to exhibit signs of despair. Rosa plays a crucial role in developing the story to maximize the atmosphere of gripping panic during the climax. So, the second character we have Magda. Magda is Rosa's younger daughter, still a toddler and unable to do many things, symbolizing the innocence of the children and the victim of the Holocaust tragedy. Magda's role in the story is as a life motivation for Rosa to survive amidst the difficult times. Move to the third character. We're gonna discuss Stella. Stella is the elder sister of Magda, who harbor a strong desire to survive amidst the wartime hardship that make life even more bitter. Not only that, Stella also harbor immense jealousy toward Magda. With her jealous and selfish nature, Stella play a role as the trigger for the climax in the story The Shawl. The last character is Army. The army here refers to the camp guards, where Rosa, Magda, and Stella reside. They possess the characteristic of cruelty of the lack of empathy. The camp guards also symbolize power and operations. The role of the camp guards is to serve as elements that heighten the atmosphere of panic and tensions in the story. The next is Holocaust. So, before we continue, I'm gonna give you a little information about the Holocaust. What is Holocaust? The Holocaust was a very tragic event that happened during World War II from 1941 to 1945. It was led by Adolf Hitler and the Nazis, who were in control of Germany at the time. The Nazis believed that Jews and other groups like Romani people, disabled individuals, and political opponents were inferior and should be eliminated. During the Holocaust, millions of Jews and others were taken from their homes and sent to concentration camps. These were terrible places where people were forced to work extremely hard with very little food. Many were also tortured and killed in gas chambers. Families were separated and many people died from the harsh conditions, starvations, and disease. The next point is the theme of the story The Shawl by Cynthia Ozick.
The theme of The Soul by Cynthia Ozick centers around the horrors of the Holocaust and the impact of extreme suffering on the human spirit. Key themes include: number one, survival and sacrifice. The story highlights the desperate measures people take to survive in dire circumstances. Rosa's efforts to keep her daughter Magda alive, even as she herself is starving, demonstrate profound maternal sacrifice. And then, number two, loss and grief. The narrative conveys the profound sense of loss and grief experienced by those in concentration camps. The loss of Magda at the end of the story epitomizes the ultimate heartbreak and tragedy of the Holocaust. Number 3. Innocent in the face of evil. Magda represents innocence and purity, contrasts sharply against the backdrop of the camp's cruelty and inhumanity. Her tragic fate underscores the senseless destruction of innocent lives during the Holocaust. And the next is number 4, hope and despair. The soul itself symbolizes a fragile hope, offering comfort and semblance of security in an otherwise bleak and hopeless situation. Yet, this hope is ultimately shattered by the overwhelming despair of the reality. And the last is number 5, identity and humanity. The story explores the struggle to maintain one's identity and humanity in the face of dehumanizing condition. Rosa's attachment to Magda and the soul is an effort to hold onto her role as a mother and her sense of self amidst the chaos. Overall, the soul poignantly captures the devastating effect of the Holocaust on individuals, particularly women and children, and the enduring pain and trauma of that period.
The next is about the plot, The Shawl by Cynthia Ozick. The plot of The Shawl follows the journey of three main characters: Rosa, a mother attempting to protect her baby; Magda and her sister Stella within a concentration camp during the Holocaust. Number 1. Journey to the concentration camp. The story begins with the journey of Rosa, Magda, and Stella to the concentration camp. They walk along with other prisoners under very harsh conditions. Number 2. Life in the concentration camp. In the concentration camp, Rosa, Stella, and Magda face extremely inhuman conditions. They live in crowded and filthy barracks, suffering from severe hunger and physical hardship. Number 3. Stella takes the shawl. Stella, feeling extremely cold and hungry, becomes envious of the attention Rosa gives to Magda. One day, in a state of desperation, Stella takes the shawl from Magda to warm herself. That's very selfish, I think. And number 4, Magda cries without the shawl. Magda begins to cry loudly. Magda's inevitable cries attract the attention of the camp guards. Number 5. The murder of Magda. The camp guards find Magda before Rosa can save her. In an act of cruelty, the guards throw Magda against the electrified barbed wire surrounding the camp, resulting in the baby's tragic death. And the last is number 6, sad ending. The story ends with Rosa experiencing profound grief and despair after losing Magda.
The next slide is the setting, the Shawl by Cynthia Ozick. So, in setting section, we classified two things. There are time and place. The first is about the time in the Shawl. In the era of World War II, particularly between 1941 until 1945, the occurrence of the Holocaust is highly probable. This period is characterized by genocidal actions carried out by the Nazi regime against Jews and other targeted groups. Another aspect that strengthens the evidence that the Shawl takes place during the Holocaust is the presence of a scene involving Aryan, which signifies descent from the Nazi regime or the Aryan race in Germany. Additionally, themes of hunger, violence, crime, and concentration camps for holding prisoners further corroborate the evidence of the story's continuity during the leadership of Adolf Hitler. The second is about the place in the show. Number 1. The road to the concentration camp. The story begins with a journey towards a war-era internment camp. Rosa, Stella, and Magda are walking alongside many others towards the internment camp, all of them starving and suffering. Number 2. Internment camp. The main part of the story takes place inside the internment camp. The camp environment is vividly described as a place filled with cruelty, suffering, discrimination, oppression, and even death. The tents or barracks where they live are extremely filthy and overcrowded, reflecting inhuman living conditions. Number 3. Near the barbed wire. One of the most tragic scenes occurs near the barbed wire surrounding the camp. This place becomes where Magda loses her life in the story and serves as the final location in the narrative.
And then the point of view. Point of view. In the Soul, the author employs a third-person limit point of view through the character of Rosa. This means that the narration is presented from an external perspective rather than directly from the character's viewpoints, and readers only have limited insight to Rosa's thoughts and feelings. Thus, readers experience the event through Rosa's experiences and perceptions, which serve as the primary focus of the story. And for examples, number 1, using third person's word. The story talks about Rosa, Stella, and Magda using words like she and they. For example, she held the soul tightly or they walked together quietly. Number 2, describing characters. The storyteller tells us what Rosa, Stella, and Magda look like and what they do. For instance, Rosa feels scared or Stella look jealous. This helps us understand how the characters feel and what they do.
So guys, that's our presentation. From the story, we can see about Rosa's struggle to protect her baby, Magda, amidst the cruelty and horror of the concentration camps. When Magda is threatened by Nazi soldiers, Rosa uses a shawl to hide Magda, but Magda is discovered and killed. A heartbroken Rosa is then depicted walking naked through the camp with her baby missing. Alright guys, thank you for your nice attention and watching our video until the end. So see you.